So, you're thinking about going solo on your next adventure, huh? That's amazing. There's something so liberating about traveling alone. The freedom to explore at your own pace, to dive into new cultures, and to discover who you really are when you're stripped of your comfort zone. But let me tell you, as exhilarating as solo travel can be, it can also be a minefield if you're not careful. I've seen too many travelers make some deadly mistakes that can turn their dream trip into a nightmare. So, let's break this down and make sure you're prepared for your solo journey. First off, let's talk about research. I cannot stress enough how important it is to do your homework before you set foot in a new country. I get it. The thrill of spontaneity is part of the adventure, but not knowing the basics can lead you straight into trouble. You need to know the local customs, the language basics, and the areas to avoid. For instance, I once found myself wandering around a neighborhood that looked charming but was actually notorious for pickpockets. I was lucky. But not everyone is. Take the time to learn about the culture, the do's and don'ts, and even the local laws. You don't want to be that traveler who gets arrested for accidentally breaking a law you didn't know existed. Next up, let's talk about your accommodation. When you're traveling solo, your choice of where to stay can make or break your experience. I've seen travelers book the cheapest hostel they can find, only to end up in a sketchy area with untrustworthy people around. Look for places that have good reviews, preferably ones that mention safety. A great location is key. You want to be somewhere that's not only convenient, but also safe, especially if you're returning late at night. And please, for the love of all things travel, don't forget to check the emergency exits and the safety features of your accommodation. You might think it's overkill, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Now, let's dive into the topic of money. When you're traveling solo, managing your finances is crucial. First, don't carry all your cash in one place. It's a rookie mistake, and if you get robbed, you'll be left high and dry. Split your cash between your wallet, your backpack, and even a hidden pocket. And please, don't flash your money around. It's tempting to show off your new purchases, but that can attract unwanted attention. Use a money belt or a secure travel wallet. You can't be too careful. Also, remember to notify your bank that you're traveling. There's nothing worse than having your card declined because the bank thinks it's been stolen. Speaking of safety, let's talk about your personal belongings. When you're alone, your stuff is your lifeline. Invest in good locks for your bags and use them. When you're out exploring, keep your backpack close and never let it out of your sight. I can't tell you how many times I've seen travelers leave their bags unattended while taking a picture or grabbing a bite to eat. It's a recipe for disaster. And if you're using public transport, be extra vigilant. Thieves are often lurking in crowded places, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And while we're on the subject of being alert, let's discuss the importance of staying sober. I know, you're on vacation and you want to let loose. But when you're traveling solo, it's essential to keep your wits about you. It's all too easy to have one drink too many and end up in a situation you can't control. Trust me, I've seen it happen. You don't want to wake up in a strange place with no memory of how you got there. Enjoy your drinks, but know your limits. It's okay to say no to that extra shot or to skip the bar hopping if you're feeling a bit off. Your safety comes first. Now, let's talk about socializing. Meeting new people is one of the best parts of solo travel, but it can also be a double-edged sword. While it's great to connect with fellow travelers or locals, you need to be cautious. Not everyone has good intentions. Always trust your gut. If someone makes you feel uncomfortable, don't be afraid to walk away. It's okay to say no to invitations that don't feel right. And please, share your plans with someone back home, or even a fellow traveler you trust. It's always good to have someone know where you are, just in case. Another crucial point is to keep your itinerary flexible. I know it's tempting to plan every minute of your trip, but some of the best experiences come from spontaneity. However, don't be so flexible that you forget to have a plan. Have a rough idea of where you want to go and what you want to see, but leave room for those unexpected adventures. Just make sure to check in with yourself and stay aware of your surroundings. If you feel uncomfortable in a situation or place, don't hesitate to change your plans. Lastly, embrace the solo aspect of your travel. It's easy to feel lonely when you're on your own, but remember that this is your time to shine. Engage with locals, join group tours, or even take a class. You'll be surprised at how many people are open to chatting and sharing their stories. Solo travel can be incredibly enriching, and it's a chance to learn about yourself in ways you never imagined. So, there you have it. Avoid these deadly mistakes, and you'll be well on your way to a successful solo adventure. Remember to stay safe, stay alert, and most importantly, enjoy every moment. Your solo journey is a unique opportunity to discover not just the world, but also yourself. Happy travels!